Ladies and gentlemen, we were astonished because first, we weren't aware that any member of the House had approached the Speaker requesting leave to raise a matter of privileges on the floor of the Parliament. And if that is the case, and the Speaker grants the leave, the member reads out the motion on the floor of the Parliament.
Behind closed doors.
Not behind closed doors. It is not a kangaroo court. It is nothing that you have to do in secret, but it appears that in this case, all of these things were shrouded in secrecy in some dark room in the Parliament that we have to discover where it is located. And what makes this matter more astonishing and perhaps scandalous is that the Deputy Speaker said that having received the motion, she has determined that a prima facie case has been made out against the Leader of the Opposition. We sat in the Parliament on the last two occasions and we checked the records and we did not see in the records of the Parliament where leave was sought to raise this matter on the floor of the Parliament. But here we were yesterday, the Deputy Speaker informing the entire Parliament and the world that she gave leave, she granted leave, the matter was raised, and she considered.
It wasn't raised.
Well, she said that it was raised.
It was never raised.
But it was never raised. It was never raised. We checked the Hansard, and there's nowhere on the record of Hansard that this matter was raised in accordance with the standing orders of the Parliament by the member for Couva South, the Minister of Public Utilities. But yet the Deputy Speaker said that she considered the matter and she determined that a prima facie case was made out and referred the Leader of the Opposition to the Privileges Committee. I want to tell you, members of the media, this is just not a procedural flaw. This is not a procedural irregularity. It is a scandalous disrespect for the standing orders of the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago and a public lynching of the Leader of the Opposition and a member of Parliament in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Immediately following her response to the budget. And that should concern every citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. It was well planned. It was well choreographed. They knew exactly what they were doing. And they were prepared to breach the standing orders of the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago to create a distraction and to publicly lynch the Leader of the Opposition. And I want to remind members of the media and the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, the UNC's tenure between 2010 and 2015, they have a track record of using the standing orders of the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago to attack members of the PNM. It was a UNC Speaker of the House that authorized, and the Prime Minister that authorized a member of Parliament to go on Hansard and say the worst thing about a former Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition, using Vanilla Toppin Allen, or Allen Toppin, to scandalize a sitting member of the opposition, an opposition leader. That's the same UNC. That is the same UNC. And today they are UNC 2.0. Just 6 months in office, using the same standing orders to lynch another opposition leader. It is an attack on our democracy. It is an attack on our institution, and the PNM will have none of it.